I don't know, it's kind of interesting when you try to decide who you are, because everybody was into that a while ago, and everybody was really getting upset about finding themselves and all kinds of stuff like that, and I could never understand it because I always knew, well, I knew what my name was, I knew who my parents were, I knew I was born in America, and I was a Christian, and it just, there were so many things that I knew about myself that I don't know if I ever worried about who I was or not. One time I went with my father to a family reunion type thing, and all of a sudden, I don't know, there was, like roots. And you suddenly discovered that you came from a whole line of people having babies, and you were one of them that had been had. And anyway, my father's family they're all from, from way out in the hills and stuff, and they're basically a bunch of Hicks. I guess I must be a Hick too, because if my dad was and he helped have me, then I must be too. So I took some of my favorite Hick songs and put them in a medley that you all can sing with me. The first one is one that I learned at the little Quaker Meeting House where I used to go when I was a little kid and my mom took me to Sunday school. And I don't know if any of you know it or not. And then the second one is I'll Fly Away, which you should all know and you should all sing. And then the third one is Heavenly Sunlight, which I think you all know too. So you can sing whatever you know, and whatever you don't, you can listen. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express. Letters on the engine spelled J-S-U-S. And the guard calls off to heaven, we gladly answer yes. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express. So ring your bell, boy, you're coming into town, and you gotta let the people know this train won't let them down. You got a message to let the whole world know, so build up your steam and let your whistle blow. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express. Letters on the engine spelled J-E-S-U-S. And the guard calls off for heaven, we gladly answer yes. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express. One glad morning when this life is over, I'm gonna fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'm gonna fly away, and I'm flying away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, gonna fly away, walking in sunlight all of my journey over the mountains, through the deep vale. Jesus has said, I'll never forsake you, promise eternal, ain't never gonna fail. Heavenly sunlight, flooding my soul with glory divine. Hallelujah, I am rejoicing, singing his praises, and Jesus is mine. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express. The letters on the engine spell J-E-S-U-S, and the guard calls off for heaven, we gladly answer yes. And I'm headed for a mansion on a Happy Day Express.